Versatile Mage. Chapter 237. Use violence to curb violence. Hu Yi knew that the situation was far from reassuring. He screamed at the top of his lungs at the dark beasts, "Hurry, kill him." He did not have any method to stop this spirit-grade lightning seed. At this moment, he could only try to interrupt the star paths before his opponent could finish the chant. Hu Yi's command was extremely effective. Very quickly, two dark beasts changed their objective to Mo Fan, who was still in the middle of drawing the star atlas. They used the walls on either side to move around the spirit wolf, relying on the powerful claws to climb it. They were like ghastly monkeys as they moved on the walls toward Mo Fan. The two dark beasts' long claws flashed as they drew closer and closer to Mo Fan. At this moment, Mo Fan's star atlas had only drawn 6 lightning star paths. He was missing the last one. If the star paths didn't link up, they wouldn't be able to form an intermediate magic. A roar was heard. The spirit wolf and Mo Fan had a spiritual link. When it realized Mo Fan was being attacked by the two dark beasts, it suddenly bellowed. After its roar, its speed increased dramatically. It didn't care about the couple of dark beasts on its body as it charged toward the two dark beasts that were trying to mess with Mo Fan. Mo Fan had been hesitant on whether he should give up the intermediate lightning magic. Seeing the spirit wolf charging so valiantly, his heart calmed, and he continued his star path. Swoosh! With the wolf's thick claws slamming down, it wasn't as simple as just ripping them apart. It was enough to smash the bodies of the dark beasts into pieces. The spirit wolf first splattered one of the dark beasts into pieces on the wall. Afterwards, it didn't even glance at the remains before turning to bite the dark beast that was trying to rip into its flesh. When the other dark beast with its long claws jumped toward Mo Fan, the spirit wolf shook its head and threw the dark beast in its jaws toward the other one. The spirit wolf looked like it had inherited Mo Fan's full marks in physical education, as the dark beast that it threw accurately struck the other one in midair. The two tumbled awkwardly as they fell next to Mo Fan. Chanjin. An ominous humming suddenly descended. Restless lightning energy emerged around Mo Fan. These dark purple lightning arcs turned into a powerful net around him. The two dark beasts next to Mo Fan attempted to get up, but the force of the gathering lightning caused their bodies to twitch wildly. Their flesh shriveled, and their bones completely shattered. Thunderbolt. Yaksha. Mo Fan didn't even bother to look at the two weak things beside him as he pointed toward the dark skies. A dark purple thundercloud emerged from the previously black sky. It carried the aura of a death god as it gathered above Hu Yi's head. Hu Yi was so scared that he began to tremble. He lost control of his ice shackles. He was actually quite adept at controlling the ice shackles. Mo Fan knew that most ice magicians would use the ice shackles as a restrictive spell. Hu Yi, however, knew how to control them to form a thick protective layer. However, the moment the dark purple thunderbolt descended, the hard ice shackles immediately turned into white spray. All of it was blown into debris. The ice shackles were not a proper protective spell, so how could they possibly defend against spirit-grade lightning? The cross-shaped dark purple lightning thundering down obliterated the ice shackles and even destroyed Hu Yi's magic shield, worth millions, turning it into nothingness. Hidden beneath 2 layers of protection, Hu Yi barely escaped with his life. However, the lightning of Chanjin vibrated the air with such force that his bones shattered. He fell to the ground like a rag doll, unable to support his own weight. His eyes were wide, staring. He could not comprehend the strength of his opponent. Hu Yi touched his chest with difficulty. Just as he was about to take a deadly poison, Mo Fan had already used evading shadows to appear in front of him. Fire burst, burning bones. Flames ignited in Mo Fan's palm. It was like living lava, falling from his fingers, each drop landing on Hu Yi's body. Hu Yi wanted to take the poison to kill himself. However, Mo Fan kicked his wrist away, preventing him from controlling his own life. "You!" Hu Yi glared at him in rage. Mo Fan didn't respond. He only waited as the burning bones flames slowly engulfed Hu Yi, bringing pain and fear to his face beneath the high temperature. You think I don't know the style of the Black Vatican? Even if he hadn't seen it personally, Mo Fan had seen it on TV. This organization carried out dreadful and deadly operations. Its members often carried poison to end their lives rather than expose the organization or their superior. Seeing Mo Fan cast spirit-grade lightning, Hu Yi knew he was no match. Who would have thought he would actually use a second-level intermediate magic? When Hu Yi's bones shattered, he had already planned his own death. But Mo Fan wouldn't even give him that opportunity. If he were to die, it wouldn't be much. That poison would end him instantly without pain. But with his wrist trampled and his thoughts exposed, even his last dignity as a villain was taken away. How could he describe this kind of anger? You've almost been burned to death, so why don't you do some charity work and tell me just who your master is? Mo Fan asked, controlling the temperature of the flames. These flames were only baking him, not enough to kill him yet, but enough to cause unimaginable pain. This was Mo Fan's style of dealing with evil, using violence to curb violence. You kill my friend, and I'll annihilate 10 of yours. You destroy my city, I'll trample your organization. Don't even think about it. Hu Yi rolled uncontrollably within the flames. His miserable shrieks echoed through the dark maze, horrifying anyone who heard them. Mo Fan was not even a little lenient. He would never forget using these flames to send Zhu Zhaoting and his girlfriend away. The misery and grief they experienced before leaving would surely appear on the faces of the people of the Black Vatican. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.